week, and it's going to take a while to get there.
Well, in Milwaukee, it might be tougher to hit 50 as opposed to folks farther inland. I think we could actually crack a 50 west of Milwaukee tomorrow. The winds out of the south will be light enough that we might actually, because it's so warm, generate a lake breeze. So it actually will have that cooler by the lake effect tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you want 50s, go to Waukesha.
I think so, or even farther west and southwest than that, maybe into Jefferson or parts of Walworth County. So call it a fall spring. That's pretty much what we're looking at here. 10 to 15 degree above average high temperatures in the next few days. I want to just quickly let you know, yes, there is a little bit more cloud cover out there as compared to yesterday. We've been tracking some rain and snow showers out over Iowa. So we had a beautiful sunrise this morning. It was absolutely gorgeous from Crystal Ridge this morning. I actually got a ride in the Snowcat. It was really cool.
Oh, cool.
Got to the top of the hill, and I was telling Riley, the general manager there, I'm like, wow, what a view. And he's like, yeah, this looks great at sunrise, sunset. Awesome. So cloud cover, though, over the city of Milwaukee. We're at 24 degrees right now. It is a little bit of a cooler start because we did have that cool sky, that clear sky overnight. Low 20s a little bit farther inland, and we'll get the highs today into the low, potentially mid-30s. I'm going with the high temperature today in Milwaukee of around 33 degrees. Now notice farther southwest, Whitewater, Lake Geneva, Burlington perhaps, upper 30s. It's a possibility, and I think that wind off of Lake Michigan, again, will keep us just a bit cooler. However, we go into the weekend, tomorrow will likely be in the 40s, mid-upper 40s, Saturday, Sunday. I certainly think a 50-degree temperature is a possibility farther inland. That also carries over into next week. But yeah, I've got a 48-degree high Tuesday, 50 on Wednesday, and so that's including Milwaukee. Think even warmer farther inland, Tuesday, Wednesday, and rain chances. It's not going to be snow, folks. It's too warm. It's
but
gonna be rain.
Now let's talk car wash forecast. You get it washed today. You don't have to worry about anything messing your car up for at least 4 or 5 days.
Literally, yes, unless the salt, because there's still some salt residue on the roads.
Well, it's better. The last 2 car washes I got lasted less than 20
Yeah, same. And it'll be warm enough where you can actually maybe get out and vacuum a little bit.
Yes.
The last couple car washes I've gotten, I'm like, that's too cold. I'm not going to vacuum.
Or just do the drying off with the towels, because sometimes I'll just take off. And I'm like, I am not getting out to dry my car.
But also the vacuuming, I think I need to spray my mats down. It's going to take more than a vacuum to clean those things off from those salts.
Yeah. No, you might have to do some shampooing.
Do you guys have membership, a monthly?
I know Ryan just signed up for one.
I want to get one.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I do. It's over at Jilly's.
Okay.
Right over here. So it's just close to work. I think it's $25.
I think that's the thing. It's that's the key. You have to get it from a place that you are consistently nearby, or else it's out of sight, out of mind, and you won't use the value of it.
And you really should be going, to get your bang for your buck 2+ times a month. And that's what I
can
try
easily
to
do that.
Yeah. So 2 of those basic car washes basically equals a monthly subscription. So it's as long as I'm going a couple times a month, it works.
Let's get to our question of the day.
Yeah, how many more gold medals do you think our very own Jordan Stolz will win in Milan?
All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Earlier this morning, there were some people that voted for 1. We're like, absolutely not.
Wow.
It should be 3.
Well, it looks like they might have retracted.
Olympic record.
They deleted
Yes, right? Wisconsin's very own Jordan Stolz made his first appearance at the Winter Olympic Games in the 1,000-meter race. It was yesterday. He was about half a second behind his Dutch competitor going into the final lap, but saving the best for the final surge sent him flying into first place, giving him not only his first Olympic gold medal, but an Olympic record as well.
How incredible.
I can't look at the video or the picture of him next to the guy in the orange, because yesterday we were in the newsroom watching this.
Oh, yeah?
And I was looking up the screen. I'm like, he's in the blue and white, right? And they're like, really? Did you just ask if he's in the blue and white? I'm like,
I thought you were going to make a Lorax joke, because the guy in the orange is giving Lorax.
But I was like, silly question.
But the story, of course, behind all this, and I know our Marcus Arsvold in Washington County has been covering so much around Jordan Stolz, the community that's been supporting him. But to think that this all started in Kewaskum at a pond behind their house.
Right? What a story.
Yeah.
And so Marcus, like you said, has been closely covering watch parties and talking with people who've known Jordan his entire life. And he was at Jordan's elementary school yesterday as the kids watched him win his first gold. And the entire gymnasium just erupted in cheers and screams, and the kids were so excited. And Ryan Jenkins told me that he saw that video on Nightly News, on NBC Nightly News last night.
Oh, awesome.
So they used that
cool.
as part of their coverage last night, which is really amazing.
We know sometimes network will take, but that is always really special. And I think, again, that's just something that's been really cool for us to be able to share with the world. And I know his family, the community around him have welcomed Marcus or some of our reporters in, and it's just been really nice to see that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, go find it on tmj4.com because it's like one of those moments that you see on TV that just like reaches out through the screen and grabs you.
True.
And there was a Wall Street Journal headline this morning they were talking about in the newsroom. I don't want to misquote it, but it was like beer, brats, and greatest Olympic skier or speed skater in the world. So we
got it
a
all
lot here in Wisconsin.
We got it all.
Just our beer and brats. We want to say hi to everyone who's joined the conversation. Dan just said hello and said awesome. If you are watching us right now on Facebook, you can just type a comment below, say hi, say your name, and we'd love to see who's out there watching right now.
Yeah, we're trying this a little later than we typically do. We normally do our Let's Talk Live about 7:10 after the morning show wraps up, but because of the flexibility with Olympics being on our air in the morning, we have a little bit more time to play around with. So we're going to see if you guys like this at a later time in the morning. Let us know. Let us know when you prefer to watch because we like hanging out and doing this.
Let's get to our next topic here. Ace Hardware stores are now selling pies alongside hammers and nails. The hardware chain partnered with the pie company to offer frozen desserts including strawberry, rhubarb, and apple. The pies cost about $19 and are available at select locations in California and parts of Nevada. For like Valentine's Day or just all the time? I guess you don't give a pie for Valentine's Day.
No. You could. I'd take a pie.
I love a hardware store, like an Ace Hardware. Like
Ace, the friendly place.
You can find everything there. Like their kitchen section has gadgets that you wouldn't normally find. And
now it has pie.
And now they have pie.
Here's what I love about Ace is it's so approachable compared to, walking in. I would feel less intimidated walking into an Ace versus like a Menards or a Home Depot. And I've always found that the people at Ace, like it truly is their little jingle. I think it's the friendly place or whatever it is. The helpful place. Yeah, they truly are. Like they're so helpful. They're so knowledgeable. I've always gotten good advice there.
Well, they got the walkie-talkies too that have the, so they're like, if you are downstairs or something or in a different area, they call ahead to the next section. They're like, I got someone coming looking for nails.
It is small enough. So I'll tell you, I've walked into the Ace Hardware in Wauwatosa many a time, just grabbing this and that for the house. And I had to do some painting. And the guy remembered me grabbing paint for, the bathroom. And I had told him, I'm going to bring, paint the front room or whatnot. And it's like, you didn't get started on that project right away. I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. But helps, it's just that nice, interaction. It's a smaller store, of course, in the communities. So,
I'd pick up a pie during my next trip to Ace. In the summer, too, at least.
Still don't understand why.
I'm not really getting the correlation there. But I have been to like an Ace location before in the summer where sometimes they'll grill out in front of the stores and they'll like demo, the grills and stuff they sell there. And so then they give you food samples as you're walking in. Love that.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
All right. What next up here? Tomorrow is the first Friday, 13th of 2026. This year has 3 Friday the 13th, which means a maximum, that's the maximum possible. They fall in February, March, and November. That means February and March have back-to-back Friday the 13th. The next time this will happen is 11 years from now in 2037.
The next time that there will be 3 in 1 year?
Two back-to-back.
They'll be back-to-back. Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking that up this morning, that it is not common for it to happen back-to-back, and it only happens in February and March. And I have to read more about it, but it's like if the year starts on a certain day, which I think the year started on a Wednesday this year or something. It has something to do with when the year started.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it has to do with the amount of days and all that.
I think it started on Friday this year. I can't remember.
We were all here on New Year's. It started on a Thursday. Okay, so when the year starts on a Thursday. But anyway, that's kind of unique. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th, and then of course next month we'll have another Friday.
We'll have another Friday. Good or bad luck? Do you think that happens?
Are you superstitious or little stitious?
No, I'm not superstitious.
I
mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I'm superstitious about. No, what about you guys?
No. Not really.
Like I wouldn't. I know people that won't fly on Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm like, go.
Like-
I think flights traditionally used to be years ago cheaper on Friday the 13th.
Really?
Yes.
Or like buildings that don't have a 13th floor.
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings that don't.
My dad was born on a Friday the 13th, so I think it's a lucky
Good guy?
day. Yeah, he's a
No-
good guy.
no problems?
It's a lucky day in our family.
I
Yeah,
remember my 4th grade teacher
and his dad was too.
told.
Wait, they were both born on Friday the 13th?
Wait, what?
Isn't that a
Your
phenomenon?
dad
Isn't that
and-
weird? And his dad.
That cannot be. That probably is like this Friday the 13th back-to-back months. That's not common.
Whoa.
Spooky.
That is
That
spooky.
is something. That is a story around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And neither of them are superstitious.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No, I was just going to say my 4th grade teacher was like, no, it's a day of really good luck. Like,
Yeah.
it's
See, I
all-
like
you
that.
know.
Reframe it.
Yeah, reframing it. So I just remember I used to be the sweeper, so I had a sweeper, not scrubbing. Yeah, actually with a broom.
That's a
But
throwback
all
to
of us
our
4th
curling
graders, we had
adventures.
chores. You had, people had to wash the chalkboard or the whiteboard and then wash desks. But I had
Wash
to sweep.
the chalkboard. When were you born? 1920.
No, we had to clean the chalkboard.
We had a chalkboard at my elementary
Gotta go bang
school.
the erasers out in
Yeah.
the parking lot.
And I'm sure that was terrible for your lungs, by the way.
Sure, yes. But yes, we had
At least they let
chalkboards
you go
back
outside.
in the day. They eventually did upgrade when they renovated the schools when I was in 3rd grade. Like they started adding whiteboards.
Dry erase.
That was like the new thing. Overhead projectors.
Oh my
Anybody?
gosh.
Anybody?
Oh, we
Or
had those.
the
yeah.
TV
Yeah.
cart when they had to wheel
Yes,
the TV into the room.
TV cart with a little like. Yeah, yes. And a little like expo marker on the, and it was a big deal when you got called up to the projector because you're like, oh my gosh, and it's, you're in front of the whole class.
But those pens were cool, and it was
They
cool. to
were
write on
cool,
that.
and it was
Yeah.
so fun to write on it. But no.
And there was only one machine, like for the whole, like
Yeah.
you couldn't
Whatever
have
wing you're in.
two in
Yes.
each classroom.
Yes. So I was there early, and Miss Moore, my 4th grade teacher, said, no, Friday the 13th, she had asked me, are you superstitious? And I'm like, well, in my house, yes. Like, cross your fingers if you see a black cat go in front of you. Like, and, oh yeah,
Oh, so
my
they do.
parents are superstitious. So I'm like Friday the 13th. We're always a little like, oh, it's a little spooky. But she's like, no, it's good luck. It's a good luck. And I'm like, oh. And that's always stuck with me.
Yeah, I like that reframe. I think Taylor Swift has done a lot for the number 13, reframing people's ideas on the number 13.
Is that her first album?
No, it's just her favorite number.
Her favorite number. Okay.
And so I think she has a lot of like numerology throughout her,
Yeah.
and a lot of symbolism, and a
You
lot
know
of
who would
like
know a lot
Easter
about that?
eggs, and
Marcus Arswald.
there you go.
Marcus would know a lot about it.
I have a comment, but I don't know how to access the comments.
Oh, well, Sarah's watching with us, and she's talking about Jordan, saying it's exciting that someone local is achieving all this. Certainly is.
Yeah, and we go back to the classroom that they went to the elementary school yesterday. You think of all those kids that got out of school yesterday to sit in the classroom and watch it, or sit in the gym and watch it live.
Yeah.
They're going to remember that experience for the rest of their lives. And there were so many kids. Some of those kids are going to want to be just like Jordan.
Yeah.
So in 20 years, we can watch that video back and say, but
started
it's so
here.
cool.
Yeah.
And we were talking to earlier, Ryan and Jenkins and I were talking during the show, because I was like, he's young, right? Like, how old is Jordan Stolz? I think he's 21.
21.
21, which is incredible. And a lot of these athletes are younger. I mean, there certainly spans the whole age range. I think maybe one of the oldest Olympic athletes from Wisconsin is in their 50s this year. So certainly, they're not all younger. But I guess, like, when you're talking about being at the top of your athletic prime, probably that typically is your young to mid 20s.
Yeah.
For sure.
Also, I looked at the scores yesterday, and you can come in 6th place by being 1
Yes.
second off. Like that
heavy.
just shows the milliseconds that go into this sport and how incredible that is and how difficult it is to achieve
Yeah.
that gold medal. It's not like, oh, cool, you did the best. No, you literally had to by the seconds.
And I think that would be so difficult as a competitor to have to reckon with that and think, like, if we just would have, I don't know, I think Marcus Mueller in the luge yesterday, that was an example of like a 0.2 of a second difference
they
between
had the lead.
the first place and I think it was
Sixth place or something.
where they
Yeah.
ended up. It's like if maybe we would have leaned a little harder into that one turn, or I don't know the science behind the luge and all that, but that would be hard for me, and I wonder how those competitors deal with that afterward.
Yeah.
Daryl chiming in saying we had chalkboards and we had to wash the chalkboards on Fridays at the end of the day.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't remember washing them. I do remember the eraser pounding, but I don't.
Eraser
What did you
pounding?
wash them with? Soap and water?
Yeah, just
water.
water. I'm like, I don't think so. But no, we'd have buckets and we would wash the chalkboard. I didn't like it. I
You
wasn't
didn't
a
have
fan of it.
chalkboards?
I mean,
Where
I'm
did you-
sure we did, but I just remember like whiteboards. I do not remember.
Oh, bougie.
I don't remember.
Bougie.
Or maybe we
They-
didn't even have. I mean,
I
I went to a very rural, small school in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin.
And you had whiteboards?
You don't. But in elementary school, you
chalkboards
had
at
to
all?
have had a chalkboard.
Because
I don't remember.
Expo markers were even like around, like in.
Yeah, they
Or do you
were.
remember
sound
the
old.
markers
Like-
that came in? They were metal, like, and you'd write on that. They weren't for the dry erase board. This was just like if you wrote on a, and the fumes that would come out of those markers,
No.
and they were only teacher markers. Like you. Could,
Oh yeah.
but they were like,
permanent,
yeah,
the
they kind of
permanent-
squeaked when
Oh,
you
yeah,
wrote with
yeah.
them.
Yep.
I don't know
yep.
why they used those to write on the.
I also remember, I don't know if anybody, so again, we're getting off on a tangent here, but like the
little.
chalkboards, there were like this device that you would drag across it and would make like lines so like you could write
Oh yeah,
like
you're right.
on your.
Oh, like if you're practicing penmanship.
Yes. They would make the music staff if they needed, or if we were doing cursive.
Penmanship, yeah.
Yeah, penmanship. So they would draw it on the chalkboard, and I remember that.
Okay. Tell us your memories of your,
your
childhood
chalkboards.
classroom.
We were talking about
And if
Olympic
anyone went to school with
sports.
Andrea, can you confirm that they did not have chalkboards?
Oh yeah. Is anybody on from Iola, Wisconsin?
Big blank spot in my memory. I don't know.
Whiteboards only. When I got to junior high, it was like a big deal. We got air conditioning.
Yeah, we didn't have air conditioning in our
Yeah,
school either.
Or,
Because
I'm
why would you
sorry.
invest in that if you're not in school?
I
in the
stand
summer?
corrected. It wasn't until fourth grade so our elementary school, the whole district, each building had a renovation. It was right when I was in third grade, and they were doing it.
Of course, this kid that grew up to be a meteorologist remembers when the air conditioners
Yeah.
were installed in the
Yes.
school.
Yes, and because we had to move out of our classroom because they were putting a beam in
That's-
for the new cafeteria, and they're like, so we had class in the gym. It was so, and then brought in a chalkboard on the wheels, and we were doing cursive on.
And then
on
you
the
had to wash
chalkboard.
it.
And then we had to wash it. Yeah,
All right.
it's a complete tangent. Sorry, that was just.
No, I love it. Well, thanks to everybody
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in.
that joined our conversation about gold medals and chalkboards. And
An apple pie.
An apple pie.
Ace Hardware.
And Ace Hardware.
join us tomorrow. It's going to be Friday on
thank goodness.
the air. We're on every morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. on your televisions.
We would love to see you.
Yeah.
Please.
You can also stream us like your family streams us if you have a Roku app.
Yes.
You can watch it just by downloading the TMJ4 app on your Rokus or any
And you
smart
can just
TV.
watch it on your phone too. We're always.
But we're
streaming
doing
live on your
hockey
phone.
tomorrow. I'm going to be out at University School of Milwaukee in River Hills doing hockey, and then we've got a bunch of other stuff tomorrow morning as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be jam-packed.
Oh, it's
end
Friday
of
the
week.
13th. It's
Friday the 13th.
Valentine's Day, ahead of Valentine's
going on.
Day.
So much.
President's Day weekend, and then Fat Tuesday next week. All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.